Hey y'all! So we are here with another one of our software developers. One day, Sid came into the office and I heard people call him Sid, so I just started calling him Sid. Sid, let's tell the audience your full name.
My name is Siddhanta Shrestha, but yeah, I go by Sid. Everybody calls me.
And you are from Nepal, correct?
Yes.
And so how long have you been in the U.S. now?
I came in here from a bachelor's in August of 2014, so it's already been 8 years.
Y'all, Sid just told me he was 27, and I said, no, you're not. I thought we were the same age, honestly. So that's amazing to me. So wait, you've been in the U.S. for, you said, since 2014?
Yeah.
So describe for me that journey going from Nepal to the U.S.
It was something really new. I decided to study abroad pretty early during my high school days. It was actually recommended to me by my sister. So I had always wanted to study abroad after that point and really try to come to US to get my bachelor's degree in it. There were some hiccups to getting my visa and stuff, getting my paperwork done, but eventually I was able to come here. It was a really nice experience. It was a lot of anxiety and a lot of excitement when I came here, and it turned out really good.
So, describe for me, though, like your childhood growing up in Nepal. How is the culture different in Nepal versus here? Like, what are the biggest differences between?
I grew up in a really small town in Nepal called Nuwakot. The difference is, I would say, huge, because it's a really small town at the back of the country. There's not much going on there. It's just a regular, normal life. There's not much opportunities or even many schools that you can probably choose from. So you're stuck with a specific route that you have to follow in general. But as I experienced here, that you are very free to do whatever with your life. You have so many options, so many opportunities that you can go and follow, and that's really huge difference that I felt. There's a lot of freedom here.
So, what else were you hoping to get out of your education here in the U.S. aside from the education? Were you hoping to, immerse yourself in a different type of community? What else were you hoping for?
My priority was to experience new thing, like to experience different culture than what I was used to. With education wise, back in Nepal, most of the time you're just focused on getting good grades rather than trying to hone your skill. It's all about getting really good at science field, and try to get a really good job opportunities in fields like doctoring, engineering, and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to experience something that's out of that realm, because and I heard from a lot of friends and family members that US has that, where you don't have to follow like specific things. There's so many things you can do. Like you can be a YouTuber, you can be different things. Like you could do a lot of things. So I just wanted to experience that and wanted to get away from what's the cultural norm back in the country. So that's one of the leading reasons.
Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about scenery. Okay, I've never been out the country, so I'm curious to know, what is it like in Nepal, scenery-wise? Like, are there mountains?
It's really beautiful. Like you have to try.
I want to go see it.
It is so beautiful. Like I said, I'm from a small town up in the hill region, so you could see a lot of mountains from my front yard. It's
Wow.
beautiful. It's all green. It's fresh air and everything. Like scenery wise, it's beautiful. Um, yeah, I would say it's extremely beautiful.
So after you came, you were in Nepal. You came to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Is Southeastern the first place you went?
Yeah, Southeastern was I had applied to a lot of different universities, but after weighing up things like scholarships and the living standards and everything, I thought like Southeastern is the best one to go to.
And so the scenery in Hammond, how different is that?
It was an experience. Like I am not used to plain lands. Like I'm always used to waking up, coming outside of the house and seeing something big, like
Louisiana's
mountain.
very flat.
And yeah, the first time I landed and I was trying to figure out what am I seeing. Like there's nothing stopping my vision. It's all flat. It just goes on, goes and goes. So it was quite different.
And so, did you meet a lot of friends? Wait, are you still at Southeastern?
Yeah, I'm doing my master's at Southeastern.
Oh, okay. So, who are some of the people that you've met along the way, and have you created, close relationships with them to help you adjust to living in a different country, or?
When I came by myself. A lot of my friends that I knew after joining Southeastern, like they came in as a group. They had already met in Nepal. I had a formed group, and they came in there together. But I kind of came in alone. So at first it was adjustment for me. There were a lot of new faces, especially in new place. It's a little bit nervous. I was a little bit nervous, but yeah, all of us were going through the same thing. Like all of us were nervous to be in a new place, meeting new people. But I got to meet a lot of good people. A lot of them are very close to me right now. Actually, I met my roommate, who's been my roommate for as much as I've been here.
Wow.
Yeah, I met him. He's one of my best friend. Like, it was good. And I would say like the Nepali community, it's a huge community in Southeastern, and there are a lot of seniors there. They helped a lot during the course of getting adjusted and meeting the types of people you meet.
Well, that's awesome, because the amount of bravery you had to make this decision to go alone, and I mean, I don't know if I could have done it. So kudos to you for doing that.
Thank you so much.
So describe to me, what is it that you do every day here?
As a software developer, my job is to maintain the applications we have, and then at hands try to build up new features, try to make it better. So coding wise, I do a lot of production bug fixing and a lot of tasks that's related to pushing new things or new features to the software we already have and make it better.
So when did you decide that, computer science is what you wanted to do?
As a matter of fact, when I came here at Southeastern, I came in for arts degree. My attorney said it's an arts degree, but after talking to a lot of people, a lot of professors, and within Southeastern, I figured that Southeastern has a really good computer science faculty members. Like it was among all the faculties we have in Southeastern, computer science really stood up to me. So I kind of changed my major to computer science in my second semester.
Wow. And, if you were first starting out in developing, why is our company a great place to start?
I would say startup is always a great place to start out because you get to learn a lot of things. Like you get to experience so much, not just of the coding, like doing your stuff part, but a lot of things that you usually wouldn't get from other big companies. Like from the start of how our project starts, how it's decided, how its requirements are measured, and how you're developing it, and then pushing it to production and how it works on production. Like you are as a startup, you are a really small but close family relationship, so you know what's going on in every step of development, which is really nice. And since you're involved in it so much, your thoughts and your saying matters. Like you get to put your ideas up there, and that would get listened. Like which might not be a case in a lot of big companies where you just hand it a task and you finish it and that's it. But with a small company being so close to working with each other, you get to see have your says, which really boosts the confidence and that you're doing good.
And so ultimately, because they invest time in you and time in you learning, and you can voice these things, would you say that has helped you become even more productive?
Yeah, definitely.
What is something that, it's kind of like your comfort space that keeps you inspired to keep doing all of these amazing things?
I would say like my love, I guess love is not the right word, but my inspiration to or my excitement on figuring stuff out, figuring problems and solving it. Like I'm always like one of my favorite things to study was maths because math has a lot of problems that you
solving.
can. It makes you a critical thinker, and that's what pushes me is to figure stuff out on your own and just be a critical thinker at that point.
So critical thinking is what makes you tick.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. Wow, Sid. Was there anything that I didn't ask you that you would like the people to know? You know, maybe someone that looks up to you in making this huge change in your life. What is something that, you know, you would tell them?
I would say take the opportunity. Like there are a lot of opportunity out there. Things might be pushing you back. Like from my personal experience, like I will always wanted at the start. I went with stability rather than trying new things, and it came to a point where I had to like take a different direction, and that took me to direct mail, like which has been an amazing experience for me. Like it's one of the biggest biggest thing that had happened to me comparing to my previous work. Like I have met a lot of new amazing people, a lot of good thing had happened. I'm getting a lot of experience in different kind of thing. Like even this interview, right? We're doing. I would have never imagined like doing such thing as a developer on my own, which is really nice because it's a new experience for me. I get to do new things, which is really nice. So I would say take the opportunity. Don't be afraid to like try new things. Sometimes.
Love that. Well, as you know, today we're taking a little field trip to New Orleans. What's
Really
something
excited
that
about
you know, what are you really looking forward to experiencing today?
It is very weird, but I've been here for 8 years, but I haven't been to New Orleans much. I would say couple or 3 times, and within those, I mean, it's not even like I've tried different places. It's most of the time Bourbon Street or the river area. That's pretty much where I've been in New Orleans. So I'm really excited to see what's out there, like what I have been missing. So
And especially with, you know, some people born, bred in New Orleans and Louisiana natives. So I'm excited to experience that with you.
yeah,
Well,
really.
thank you, Sid. That was awesome.
Thank you so much.